and welcome to today's episode of Behind the Films. In Behind the Films, we usually talk to people about how films are made and all sorts of stuff. But today we have different times, different circumstances. So we're going to be doing something a little bit different. In today's episode of Behind the Films, we have with us Abhinav S. Nayak. He's an editor who's edited a couple of films, including Kurangu Bommai, Uriyadi, Vayamudi Pesum, and Anandam, the Malayalam film. So, hello, Abhinav, welcome.
Hey Shakti, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. So, before we get to that, how are you, Abhinav?
I'm holding up totally fine. I'm privileged enough to be sitting in my house, eating food and going on.
A lot of films have been delayed because of coronavirus, right? This recent lockdown. So everybody, so the entire industry has been closed down of sorts.
Yeah, it's pretty much a bad situation out there, and I am one of those lucky people who haven't even started the film, because the people who have started the film are going to face a lot more issues, because their film is halfway through, or just almost finished, and their work is not going to happen for a long time, and that's going to affect the film in a lot of ways. And it's the uncertainty is kind of depressing right now.
Most films generally don't. Their shelf life is about 14 days, 2 weeks or sorts.
Yeah.
But 21-day lockdown is suicidal for a lot of films.
Exactly. A lot of films have gone through the tough times, right? I mean, they just released and within 2 days, the lockdown happened. So it's sad.
You started off as an editor and have a lot of pretty good films to your credit. So what made you start off as an editor?
I didn't want to initially start off as an editor. I always wanted to be a filmmaker. That was my end goal. And I thought editing was one of the pivotal things that a filmmaker has to possess. I mean, that's something which editing is the soul of a film. Even though I used to direct also, I used to edit short films for other people. So Balaji Mohan saw my work, and when he called me, I didn't want to say no, because I admired him as a filmmaker. So I said yes, and I wanted to work with him, and let's see how I went with the flow. That's what happened. But I now regret doing that, because I I now think that I should have tried to direct a film long back, instead of going to edit films instead.
You're starting a film right now as a director.
I've finished the scripting. I've got the production house in, but yeah, the casting is underway, so that's taking a lot of time, more time than I thought. Running behind actors for the past one and a half years. So yeah, that's happening now.
What do you think the industry could do after the lockdown? Jumpstart the.
In my opinion, you just have to move ahead as usual. You just have to try and see if people come to the theaters, because initially they are going to be scared, because the public spaces have been kind of restricted right now, and they're all having a kind of fear to go to public spaces where a lot of people are there. So theater is going to be affected that way initially. So let's hope that changes within a month or two. It's going to take a month or two, I think, to settle down.
People have now started watching a lot of films in their house itself. Like OTT platforms have started.
Yeah.
Let's say right after this lockdown, people, like you said, might be skeptical about wanting to come to the theaters and watching films. Like, illa OTT platform lo varatum, we'll watch it when it comes. If they start thinking like that, do you think people will do that?
That they've already started thinking. A lot of people are not coming to theaters like they used to before. The footfalls have reduced drastically. So a lot of genres are going extinct. Especially in Hollywood, it started already. The rom-com genre is completely extinct onto the OTT, and they're not running properly in the theaters. Rom-coms are not running properly in theaters right now. So the massive Avengers kind of superhero films, or the franchise films, are running in theaters, and the other films, the smaller films, are going to directly to OTT, and that's going to come in India soon, and it's inevitable. So that'll happen anyway, even if it's not Corona.
Right now, people would usually prefer to watch stuff in their phones, or just like we said, the OTT platforms are taking over. So how would you like to watch content?
I generally don't like watching on my phone, but now I'm forced to because I'm stuck in my hometown where I don't have the my old house doesn't have a TV or anything, so I'm watching on my phone. So I'm not in Chennai right now, but I usually prefer watching on my television or my home theater, whichever it is convenient.
He preferred more of
Yeah. But the most preferred mode is obviously theaters. If that's the movie doesn't come on theaters, then I would prefer to watch it on OTT on my television.
given the constraint that you don't have a laptop or a phone, I mean a TV at your hand. How much content do
Yeah.
you consume right now?
I cannot. I don't feel like consuming anything that needs subtitles. Nothing foreign. Yeah. I would watch English and other Indian languages, but I would refrain myself from watching foreign languages because I am watching on my phone and I can't read subtitles on my phone. It's too irritating for me. If it's a television, I could have watched it, but not on my phone.
So, how many hours of content do you watch on a day, on a random day?
12 hours. Pretty much the whole day I sit on my mobile phone and watch content. That's what's happening now.
If there's something which you want to recommend to our audience, what would you like to recommend?
Better Call Saul. It's something that I'm watching, and the season 5 is almost finished. Next month it's going to finish, and it's brilliant. It's I think it's better than Breaking Bad. Ozark is a show that I really enjoyed. The third season came out last week, and I finished it then and then. And then Utopia, obviously, Utopia is a show that most people don't haven't heard of it. It's a UK-based show. It came out in 2013, and within 2 seasons, the show got cancelled because of lack of viewership. The first season is amazing. The second season is not up to the mark, but still, it's a fascinating show to watch, and especially during the Corona times, that show is also about a virus. And there is a lot of conspiracy involved, and it's quite interesting if you like conspiracy theories and stuff like that. And it's a beautifully directed drama and fantastic cinematography, and it's something that I would highly recommend because most people wouldn't have watched that show.
Guys, I also want you to go and check out Abhinav's Instagram page. There are amazing recommendations in the highlights. So please go. We will be linking it below. So please go have a look at it as well.
Hey, thanks, Shakti.
Tell us about your favorite content creators who creating content right now. Because in times like these is when people are turning to content creators to keep them sane in
Okay.
times like these.
There is this in Instagram. There is this page called Balaji KG, a meme creator. He's amazing. I mean, he's one of the best out there. I go to his profile and I rewatch all his videos whenever I get stressed out. He's amazing. I mean, I love his memes, and that's one. Yeah, that's my current favorite Instagram page right now.
Are there any other movies you'd like to recommend to our audience?
Ayyappanum Koshim is a Malayalam film I recently enjoyed a lot. I think everybody should watch it, and it's one of the finest Malayalam films that have come out in the last 1 year. I'm not able to because I've been watching a lot of shows, so I've not been watching movies lately.
Is it true that people who watch a lot of series aren't inclined to watch a lot of films?
No, I don't know if that's true because it's very subjective. The reason I watch shows is it's like reading books. The shows have a lot of time to establish characters, and there's a lot of time, right? You can the behavioral patterns can be established more slowly, and you can take a lot of time and do it. And it's like reading a book and understanding the characters in more detail and stuff like that, and that's helpful for me while writing a script. Shows are more helpful writing a script than movies are helpful in the structural point of view, and shows are helpful in the character development and other details. So I watch shows mainly for my scripting process, not to copy from them, but to understand how to get things done. Yeah.
Do you think the process is different for writing a script for a TV series and a film?
Definitely. I don't know what the process is to write a TV series, but it is definitely not the same as a movie. And it will be a crime to follow the TV series structure for a film, and that film will bound to fail, because I don't think a movie should be like a TV series. But you can watch a lot of TV series to understand how a character should be developed, and you can get a lot of cues of how to detail a character and how to go about certain situations, because everything is done in detail on TV series, right? So you understand the nuances easier on a show, and that you can that knowledge you can apply on a movie, but the structure shouldn't be the same, because the TV series structure is kind of addictive, and most people tend to confuse between the structure of a TV series and a movie. And what they do is, when they get inspired from a lot of TV series, they try to make movies like a TV series. That is wrong. I think you should not.
Okay.
There should be there should be a lot of you should be careful while doing that.
Vetrimaran after Vada Chennai and all, he had a lot of footage which was left, and a lot of fans were asking him to release it as a mini series or something like that. Which
Even I wanted to see this as a mini series. Yeah, it was too fast, right? The movie was going very fast, so I wanted to know. I wanted to see more details. At least a longer cut of the film would do. I don't know about the TV series, but a longer cut of the film would do.
What's one thing which you want to do right after this lockdown?
I want to go back home. I want to go to Chennai and be in my room, watch movies on my TV, on an actual TV, and not on my mobile phone, and then go to theaters, hopefully.
Thank you, Abhinav. This has been an amazing experience. I hope the audience also follow through on a couple of recommendations which you've given.
It was pleasure talking to you, Shakti.